Oh, where am I? Hey guys, so if you follow the channel, you know that I tend to keep it like 99% just strictly focused on educational content about crypto mining. However, you know, sometimes maybe like once a year, I like bringing you guys just behind the scenes with me a little bit, just to talk about kind of what's going on with the channel and kind of how I'm thinking about just content creation in the space and all of that, as well as kind of just talk a little bit more openly about my own thoughts about my own mining farm and kind of how I view the crypto market at that point in time and so on. So I figured that is what this video is going to be, because I do have a quite exciting little bit of news to share with you guys in that regard, which is this place that I'm in. But I'm also going to cover just a little bit more about just mining in general, and maybe more specifically just about my own thoughts on mining. You know, I got that higher power rate now and sort of how that's been going and what I'm doing going forward. And yeah, just a little bit of an update, but let's start by just talking about this space. So maybe not known to you guys, but probably, I mean, pretty much all the videos that I've ever made on the channel, I've recorded either in our basement, or, which is where I have my mining farm, or in just our bedroom at my desk. So what is this place? Well, I came across this little unit, office unit, basement, commercial space, whatever you might call it, a couple months back. It was available for rent, and I decided to kind of just go for it. So I am renting this space. It is costing me about $250 per month, and that is kind of the main reason why I decided to go for it. It's because it is an extremely cheap space to rent. And I am kind of also free to do more or less whatever I want in this space in terms of renovations and just doing it up and what I want to do in here. And I think that's going to be sort of the main tune of this place, if you will. There's going to be renovations, because I'm going to show you guys around a little bit in it, but it is in dire need of some good, you know, fixing up, if you will. But the plan for this space is mostly going to be to make my content here, the videos that I provide for you guys, because, you know, I know a lot of you might be thinking to yourself, that looks like a perfect kind of place to build out a mining farm. And technically you are correct. However, the problem is that, just like with my old mining farm, this is also in an area where power is just too expensive. Even the cheapest power contract available for here would be, you know, twice, if not 3 times the amount of power that you could realistically be paying for crypto mining. So I'm kind of still on that journey of, you know, finding a place with cheap power to move my mining farm to, which I talked about in a previous video, which I guess I'll link that video at the end of this video. But let me give you a quick tour of this place, and then we'll chat more about just plans for it and what I plan to do with my own farm and all that stuff. All right, so entering the space, first of all, you're met with just this door here, which is the little bathroom. I'm gonna spare you the tour of the bathroom, but then to the left here is this, I mean, fairly big kind of kitchen room. There's no real hob or anything like that, not that I would be cooking in here anyway, but you have running water and just a little kitchenette or whatever you might call that. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with this room. So honestly, in general, any suggestions for what I could do with this space, please leave them down in the comments, because I'm really curious. You guys might have some really cool ideas there. But then moving on to the right here, this is the room you saw me talking in just during the intro of the video here. And as you can see, it's a pretty spacious room here. It's obviously in dire need of some fixing up, as I already mentioned in the intro there, but it's quite a good size here. And I think my plan is to kind of just rip out as much of everything as I can, including all of these shelving units here and all of that, and just kind of open up the space and maybe create some, I don't know, some kind of just like a nice little workshop where I can film myself working on mining rigs or miners in general, or
whatever, that I might need to film for the channel. Just keep this as kind of an open space of possibilities, if you will. And then in here, this is quite hilarious, is a shower of all things. You can probably see me in the, it's a shower with a mirror in the shower. Hello. With, of course, no ventilation. So I'm actually surprised there isn't, just mountains of mold growing in here. Really dingy sink here for some reason. And then finally, this is kind of the room that I'm most excited about. There's this extra room here. Well, it's actually 2 rooms, technically, I guess. It's quite spacious, to be honest, kind of like a medium-ish office. However, this wall, I mean, most walls here, is solid concrete probably, but however that's definitely just a, retrofitted little wooden wall that previous owner have probably put up. So I am very much in the mind of just ripping that wall out and just kind of making this whole room quite a bit bigger. Maybe just put some flooring or something here. Obviously, plaster the walls, paint the walls up, do something like that. But then I think you could make quite a nice little desk setup studio here where I can both record and sit and edit my videos. But yeah, honestly, I'm really curious to hear what you guys think that I should do with this space, and if you have some kind of good suggestions for me. And so yeah, please leave those down in the comments. And I figured let's talk a little bit more about just my personal journey with my own mining farm and my own view of the mining market as it is right now. But first, just a quick word from this video's sponsor. My personal strategy in mining is to have a diverse farm. A big part of that is having ASIC miners for multiple different algorithms. Not only does that mean less risk, as you're not putting all eggs in one basket, but you're also exposed to the profitability of multiple different coins, which could be very advantageous. And with that in mind, Dogecoin miners are always on my radar, as they let you merge mine multiple coins without using extra power, with more mining rewards from new coins being added regularly. The DG Home 1 is probably the best bet there for something silent, suitable for mining at home, which also runs on 120 volts. However, in terms of full-size ASICs, I'm currently looking at the DG1 Plus from 𝗲𝗡𝗥, because I think that probably offers the best balance between power efficiency and value for money currently. But where can you get these miners from? Well, why not check out this video's sponsor, Coin Mining Central, which is an online store for ASIC miners with an over 6-year track record of overwhelmingly positive customer reviews. They have all the latest and most profitable miners, from silent home miners to full-size ASICs. They can even provide immersion cooling systems and offer great bulk pricing on ASICs. Based in the UK, Coin Mining Central prioritizes great customer support, strict personal detail protection, and free worldwide shipping on all miners with no additional payment fees at checkout. You can also utilize their loyalty and referral programs to save on your next purchase. Plus, use my link down in the video description and code 𝗧 at checkout for a roughly $130 discount on every miner in your order priced over £1,000. So if you've been wanting to get some ASIC miners, check out that link below together with the code to save on your purchase.
So yeah, it's obviously no secret that mining profitability isn't great right now, right? And as you guys know, I was also hit with a bit of a double whammy with my electricity price for the basement where I have my mining farm also went up quite significantly to around 17-18 cents per kilowatt hour. I just had a thing like, oh, where's my phone? But I'm literally staring at it, I'm recording it with it. Anyway, so basically, my plan that I laid out in that video hasn't really changed at all. I'm still just kind of choosing to go with the strategy of looking for a different place with cheaper electricity rather than trying to lower the electricity cost in my current place, which is stuff that you can do through things like investing in solar panels or other options like that. But I think for me, I'd rather do something that's a little bit more of just getting a permanent place for my mining. You know, you see these guys like Red Panda Mining and Hobbyist Miner, they have these dedicated farms where they've been able to sort of secure really cheap electricity prices. And that's kind of what I would like to do for my personal farm as well. Other than that, with sort of in regards to the mining landscape in general, like, yeah, profitability isn't great right now. And I also do have a more in-depth video coming up on the channel in a little bit, where I'm going to talk more just about like exactly what I'm mining right now, why I'm mining it, and all of that kind of stuff. But in general, I'm kind of just sticking with the plan of, you know, mine what's profitable. You know, my L7 is still going pretty strong, and I'm still just, you know, going with my strategy that I have had with that miner for, you know, the past however long I've had that for now, which is just to mine with it through Unmineable, which is not sponsoring this video, but I just see it as a good way to build up a diverse portfolio. You know, I've recently mined some Polkadot on it. You know, I'm looking at just mining all these, you know, little altcoins with it, just trying to build up a small bag of a lot of these, you know, otherwise kind of unmineable coins. That's why they call it that, right? And as for my GPU rigs, I've kind of been just using them for spec mining different coins here and there. You guys recently saw my 𝗧 mining video. Now, granted, 𝗧 was kind of underwhelming, but just as I mentioned in this video, hey, that's kind of the game you are playing when you are spec mining a coin so early on that it isn't even on exchanges yet. And you know, not every coin like that is going to be a massive hit, but I'm kind of also looking at it in a way of like, well, I was never gonna have bought 𝗧, right? Well, I couldn't have because it wasn't even on exchanges yet, but at least now, you know, I mined it for a while. I stacked a little bit of a bag of 𝗧, which, to be fair, isn't worth much right now, but hey, at least I actually have some 𝗧, and who knows, maybe I forget about it and then I remember in 4 years, and at that point 𝗧 has become the next Solana or something. You can always dream, right? And again, I'm just talking now from my own perspective about my own mining farm. I'm absolutely not recommending you guys go out and mine unprofitable coins or what have you. You guys have to do your own kind of own assessment of your own situation and make your decision based on that. Just in terms of, in general, how and what and why you want to be mining. But as for kind of content creation, as well as just the overall vibe, I'm kind of wanting to create more content. I want to try to focus more on quantity for a little bit, because I think, you know, we need to have some kind of good just stuff to watch and stuff. You guys know I'm super excited about mining because it's like my main hobby and it's just a thing that I really like. So I therefore also like making videos about it, and I want to really try and get back on track with that. I've had a lot of distractions just in my personal and behind the scenes part of my life recently, with stuff like securing this here office unit, space, basement, whatever you might call it, and just other stuff going on at the back of my mind. Stuff like figuring out my expensive power bill has been kind of a lot of mental effort as well. And it's just all these little things that pull you away from making videos. So I want to focus on making a lot more videos for you guys in the next little while here. Hopefully you will look forward to that. I also have well over 250 videos on the channel already that you can check out. So yeah, I think I'll end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching this little update video. Please, again, leave down in the comments if you have some great ideas for what I could be doing with this cheap little kind of dodgy looking basement here, for just making as good of videos as possible for you guys to watch. All right, I guess that's it. I'll put the previous update video talking about my expensive power on the screen here, so you can go check that out. And I'll see you there. Thank you for watching.